Now students, let us learn more about this myofibril. So let me start. Myofibril. Now this myofibril is made up of two proteins, actin and myosin. Now this actin forms the light band. As I told you earlier, myofibril has alternate light and dark bands. This actin, students, forms the light portion and this myosin forms the dark portion. Okay, now let me show you how a muscle fiber actually looks like. Okay, before that I have to tell you something about a term called sarcomere. Sarcomere. Now what is this sarcomere? This is the functional part of a muscle fiber. Now let me draw the sarcomere. Now this, student, what I am drawing, this is the Z line. The distance from one Z line to another, this portion is known as, this is also another Z line, sarcomere. Now from this Z line, the actin filaments, they come out. Okay, imagine these are your actin filaments. Similarly from here there will be actin filaments. These are your actin filaments or the light filaments. And in between them we will have your myosin. Imagine this portion to be your, okay, let me change the design so that you can distinguish. This will be your myosin. Okay. Now this portion in which the myosin is present, this will be known as the A band. Okay, A for anisotropic. I am writing in the side. A stands for anisotropic. Okay, and the part where only the actin is present. Now imagine if this actin is coming out from this Z line, there will also be actin filament in the other side, and there will be repeats of sarcomere parallel to each other. I am not drawing that portions. Now that area where there is no myosin, only actin filament is present, means from here no myosin is present, only actin is present. This area, it will be known as I band or the light part portion. I for isotropic. Okay, this is the and I stands for isotropic. Now, in resting phase, when the muscle is resting, these actin filaments only overlap this myosin to a certain extent, as it is shown in the diagram. But when the muscle is contracting, these actin filaments will move like this. Okay, this will move in this direction and this will move in this direction. Okay, such that when the muscle will contract. Okay, now what will happen? The part that remains overlapped will shorten when the muscle will contract, and when the muscle will relax, the actin filaments will again go in this direction. So the overlapped portion will increase. This unoverlapped part, this portion which remains unoverlapped during relaxation and this decreases during contraction, this part is known as, or let me write over here, this is your H zone. There is another membranous part from which these myosin filaments actually are attached to, which runs like this from the middle. This is known as your M line. Okay, so that was all about your myosin. Okay, actin myosin. I mean, that was all about your myofibril. Okay, the muscle fibers. Thank you.